Good morning, beautiful. I hope that this finds you well rested, ready to begin your day. This is your daily tarot and oracle, your daily insight on life and love for June 16th, 2022. Also being timeless, so wherever you're catching it in time, this might be relevant for what's going on with you. It's general collective. Don't force this to fit your life. You could always let it fall away. Ask questions about booking a private reading or any of the services I provide. There should be a provided email address in the description. Also, you can find me on the social platforms at Raising Sabak. It's one word. TikTok is the same thing, only add LLC at the end. There's no numbers, there's no punctuation, there's no spaces. It's one word. And I'm never going to message you saying that your ancestors want me to contact you, and I'm not going to try and sell you crypto, so keep an eye on that. Don't give out your private info. All right, so what are we looking at here? Remember, general collective, do not force this to fit your life. You can kick it to the curb, but if you found your glorious way across this, there may be something in here for you. So yesterday, I had made a recording for the 15th, and on the picture of it, I put the 22nd. I don't know what was going through my head. It was a chaotic day yesterday, so I'm going to chalk it up to that. But also, June 22nd might have some sort of an importance to you. So just see what's up with that. Here we are looking at this. Somebody in your life has got to go. They got to go. They got to get the F out of Dodge. What I'm seeing in here is instability and somebody who feels like they are unprotected or unhinged, somebody who hasn't grown, somebody who is talking a lot of great plans in their life and doing nothing, like talk the talk but not doing squat. It's not even about emotional attachment to it at this point. This is all masculine energy. It's genderless. I do not care what this is as far as gender goes. But let's see. I see that they are trying to make some sort of grand gesture plan for you or with you. Don't buy into it. What I see here is it feels kind of like a trap. There's no other way to kind of look at it. This person, it's doing like this last hurrah with you. Not going to have any follow through. You have to see this for what this is with this particular person. I do feel like they have dropped the ball more than once. So this has the Five of Pentacles. You're going to have to let this energy go, this person go. Whatever a noun is for you, person, place, or thing. But I'm also seeing that, whew, God, it's so hot today. We're under heat advisory here, so yay. And I'm still refusing to use my air conditioner. All right, anyways, back to the reading. You're going to kick them to the curb. It's going to change a lot of things in your environment fast. And I'm kind of getting the feeling that if you're kicking them to the curb and you're not going to even be dealing with any of the promises or listening to their great plan, I think that you're going to pull in the reins and do this on your own. They're going to leave kicking and screaming and crying. I want you to know that. This is not somebody who wants to be uninvolved. They want to be involved, but it's like they don't want to do the work for it. So whatever, this is on them. This is not for you to deal with. They feel like they are a prisoner of their circumstances. I don't give a crap. Stop making excuses for yourself, dude. You're going to be happy that you got away from this kind of energy. Honestly, you don't need it around. I'm not telling you to cut everybody off and ghost them, but stop involving this person into your grand plan of things. If they want to, they will step up for it, but it doesn't look like they ever do. It looks like they want everybody to kind of do this for them, and you're not taking anymore because you can actually almost do a play-by-play of how this is going to turn out, and it's never going to be helpful for you. So it seems very frustrating, but also like you're done with the frustration. What just kind of done with it. Okay. You're going to get through this. You have the willpower. You're not going to be scared into anything. You're actually going to take like a little mini break from whatever the situation is mentally. You'll check back in and you're going to you're going to return better than ever. This is somebody who has a plan, who cares about their plan, who's protected, who's confident, who knows that they can do this without that other person around. So the Fool is, you have to kind of take a little break and get your all your faculties together, get your resources together, create a plan when you're in that downtime. This is pretty essential for you. I'm excited for you. This is a gift in judgment. You might have some intuitive downloads. Those are basically those aha moments where things just kind of click into place, these mental epiphanies, and they're great. And I see that this, after you let that go, after the dust kind of settles and you're thinking level-headedly and you're looking at this, it's going to present itself. So it feels victorious. All right. It's not going to be a shortcut by any means. There will be delays in this. You're going to have to get used to delays, but it doesn't mean that you're doing the wrong thing. It just means that hang the heck on a minute, something's getting ready to be of service to you. And I don't necessarily think that it's a person. I think that it's an opportunity or some sort of a tool that's coming in. Again, a tool is not a person. Sometimes it seems like it, but this is not the case. Alrighty. Where do we want to go? Angel therapy. Ooh. So I was grabbing the deck and half of it just flipped over and this was on top. So body care. What's going on with the body care? Ooh. This is a soul contract. It's probably talking about the soul contract that you had to release. Yeah. All right. So, you know how you become your surroundings, you become your environment, you become the company that you keep. Okay. So, on top of the whole retreat thing that you are doing, you're going to see exactly how this person has affected not only the plans, but how they have attached themselves to you and the weight that that has carried on your body. Now, some of you may be going through a physical change. This could be weight gain, weight loss, all of which is essential for you. So whatever's going on with your body, know that it's in relation to the person that you are disconnecting from. This person was a deep soul bond, but the contract has been complete. And I think that your body is more or less exhausted by all of the work that was put into this. This isn't something that you need to continue. It's actually literally telling you, hey, retreat. The delay that was in the card previous, this is, I think, including the retreat, but the gift is coming in. So you're going to actually feel stronger, even lighter. This might be actual or just energetically feeling lighter. Yay. But it's not going to be something that you're feeling so low in energy. Now, this could be, in some cases, situational to the physical environment. So I don't know if you have cleared the energy in your home right now, but if you have the ability to do so, I would love for you to smudge the place, you know, spiritual bug spray. We're talking sage, cedar, Palo Santos, if I'm mispronouncing it, super sorry, even incense. But I want you to really focus on clearing the energy in your living environment. And when you're doing this, it's important to have either a door or a window cracked. Again, do whatever you can or do whatever's safe for you. But you need to have an escape for the energy. Otherwise, it's just going to kind of be chased around by that sage and whatever in your apartment. But also, when you're doing that, one of the things to do to close out the cleansing that I have heard and found that works really well is sweet lemongrass. You can find these at any health food store, metaphysical shop, or you can find them online, honestly. They're super cheap and they smell kind of rustic and good. So sweet, I think it's sweet lemongrass, yeah, but it's definitely sweetgrass. So look up sweetgrass or sweet lemongrass. So after you have cleansed the energy and you're feeling lighter than air, now what are we gonna do? Shaman out with it. Self-mastery. Oh, I love it, the Emperor. By the way, this could be a life path number 4 or 22. Yep. And this is also the Taurinian card. So Sun, Moon, Rise, Venus, or time frame. This could be something that's going on for you. It could have even been initiated by that time. But let's look at them. This is somebody who's wise with experience, who's learned how to be a warrior, who understands that not every fight belongs to them, but damn it if they're not prepared. This is somebody who has a very healthy rage that They have learned to control. I never want you to lose your ability to get angry. I think that it's a massive tool that works in your benefit, and it can actually be very productive when correctly used. But also understand, being angry, it's not actual like rage. It's coming from a place of either fear or hurt. So I want you to look at the underlying situation or the underlying meaning of the situation. Is this a point of where you have been hurt, triggering a time in your life where you have been hurt? Or is it a time where you have been afraid and unprotected? These are all things to look at. And so you understanding what's current, it's like you're kind of in two places, that triggering point, what brought you to that place of anger, but also the awareness of the current environment. You have the opportunity to marry the two and really master not only yourself, but the change in the environment that's going on. So we have you understanding that this is not a battle for you, and that in itself is causing the death, figurative. So we have huge windfall that is shaping up. I want to look at what this windfall is because it's involving you becoming the magician. The Emperor is also the magician at a new start. So what are we doing? What are we doing? The death. All right, not fighting. So the fight is closing it off. You may have been not quick to temper. I'm not saying that, although I have seen that. What I'm saying is not everything is necessary to be given an explanation. Not everything is necessary of your confrontation. Some things you have to understand. It's better to just let it rest and allow yourself to move on. So the lack of fight that is occurring in here is initiating this death card, which is ascension, awakening, new beginning. I think it's awakening and ascension into a more should I say adventurous? What's a good word for this? Opportunity or opportunistic time. Not a negative thing. It's very positive. We have the magician card around this, and so this is somebody who really pauses to look at all of the tools that are on the table and see what might be best suited for this situation. Let's look. Let's unpack this. Pack your bags. We're going on a guilt trip. Maybe not so much. All right, so we have the Ace of Wands. So this is going to be fun. So in this new chapter, after you have moved on, you're excited, but there's hesitance in that excitement. So you are still going to be in mentally two places at once. And I feel like it's the transition, but this initiation and action for you is going to be what solidifies this new chapter. So it looks like you are hitting kind of like a blank spot in your mind about this, drawing a blank on the action to take, and worried about what this step forward is going to look like. Are you going to misstep? Are you going to do the wrong thing? Can you honestly let your past go? What does it even mean for you to create something new? Are you really over the dependence or in the codependence of whatever it is that you had walked away from? And it's also, has it let go of you? So again, introspective time as you are taking the step forward. I don't think that you're taking it blindly, but it feels kind of like you are. You have everything that is working in your favor, but I think that what's covering your vision on this, or covering your eyes on this in a figurative way again, is did you really move on? Did you really let go? And as you step into this new chapter, you are facing this fear of abandonment because you are stepping into a new and unfamiliar world where you behave differently, you act differently, and it's still authentic, but it's a question of, is this really you? Yes, it is. You've left the past behind. They didn't abandon you. You guys parted ways, and now it's time for you to allow yourself to live authentically in this new chapter. So Let's see what's going on with that bad boy. Bottom of the deck was positive energy. Let's see, worthiness. Ooh, you're drawing in something new. Break free. Morning affirmations, that's always fun. What's this? Consult an expert and a helpful person. No, we got all the glitz and glamour and self-forgiveness. So there might be somebody who would be working as a mentor or aide, or as somebody who is kind of giving you a fresh perspective on what this transition in your life actually means. So this would be somebody who's already gone through a similar type of breakthrough. We want to call this the ego death, the dark night of the soul, and we have these periodically in our lives on different scales. This one is on a new scale. So this person who has been where you are, maybe not in the exact mirroring position, but in a familiarly intense situation, they're going to show you exactly what this is and how to navigate your way around it, and how you can truly break away from the past. Now, it's breaking away from the continual cycles of the past and not reliving those chapters. It's not that you don't remember them. It's not that they didn't happen. It's not any of that. It's just, okay, that happened. Now I'm not there anymore. So what does it mean to even be in this new chapter? I feel like I'm learning how to walk again. These legs are wobbly. I don't even know if I can stand. Well, they're going to be like, no, you're just sitting funky. Your legs are asleep. Don't worry, you'll stand. They're not going to buckle underneath you. I got you. I'm holding your elbow on this. This person is going to, for all intents and purposes, be your guide. Oh man, your tour guide. All right. So I actually really like their energy. I think that they will be incredibly helpful. They might be a companion of sorts in your life. Now, don't get it twisted. It's not going to be romantic. This is not about romance. And I actually was just sitting weird, and now my entire lower leg is asleep. I can't wait for the needles to come about. Okay, we have the Empress. The Empress is not starting a new project. So you're going to be hesitant to really step into this worthiness and start anything new. I want you to be mindful about who this helpful person is in your life. I don't want you to create the same cycle where you cling on to them. I'm not saying that you're actively doing that, but there is a point of attaching ourselves to even good influences in our life, because we want that to become part of our new identity, and we want the attributes of that person, not the actuality of that person. There needs to be a sense of freedom and distance and individual body in there. So that's going to be something that you have to work through. There will be a separation between you and this helpful person. I think that they will initiate it. It doesn't mean that they ghost you or leave you. It means that they are very firm on their boundaries, which is something that you need to and will learn, and you also will end up enforcing. So your happiness and your actions are all choices that lay inside of you. But when something comes to fruition in your life and you're unsure of why it is, this person who's coming in, they're going to be able to tell you exactly why this is happening. So if you have any questions about that, hey, definitely reach out to me. This is something that I do often enough. Wouldn't you know it, I do life coaching. All right, I don't want this deck anymore. Where are we going? Angel therapy again. Okay, so what does this want to say after the stress is gone? You get to decide what it is that you truly do want to manifest. Awesome, congratulations, couldn't be happier for you. And then we have the enchantment. I kind of want you to get ridiculous with yourself. You're entering into, I know that you've heard this on various levels, you're entering into a new, highly evolved manifestation time in your life. What the heck does that mean? It sounds so vague. It sounds trite, like everything that you've heard before. It's not the case. So what this is saying, I want you to kind of get ridiculous with what it is that you are putting out. What is something that is so extreme that you would want to experience in your life in the positive sense? Don't do anything dangerous or illegal or don't be that person. And that's not what I am saying either, so don't think that I'm inferring it. Okay, what is it that you want to manifest, and how can you test to see how this works for you, or what the speed of it in which this works for you? So focus, and it's not only the mental focus, it's the emotional focus that is on this. So if you want to experience, somebody who, does that pay it forward thing with another human being. You see it in like the lines of coffee all the time. Let me pay for the person behind me. If that's something that you want to test and experience, by all means, plug into it. This is going to be something that makes your day, if not somebody else's day. But I want you to test it to see how fast it pays off. And this, you can actually see how you emotionally attach to it and when it comes to fruition. So pay attention to these. And then after that, after you get the validation of the when about it, then I want you to start repainting your view of the world around you. Now, when you're manifesting partners, when you're manifesting jobs, friends, etc., so on and so forth, I don't want you to get hung up on the one identity of one person. It's not the identity, and also doing that messes with somebody's free will. That creates karma for you. Don't be that person. When you're calling out for partners or jobs or whatever it is that you want, plug into the vibration of that person. How does that energy feel? What is it? What does this make you feel in yourself? How do the connecting energies get brought together? So after that, and that's with people, and with like the grand material of job or money or possessions around you, imagine what it feels like when you are utilizing either that item or that money or that abundance in your life. It should be something that gets you excited. If this is something that is worrying you, but you're pretending that it's getting you excited, you're gaslighting yourself. And when you're trying to do that, I want you to look at the underlying feeling of, what about this is freaking me out? Start to answer those questions in yourself, and also whoever the mentor is that is helping you through this transition of your dark night soul into this new chapter. All right, this is going to be something that it's almost like your own personal diorama. All right, if you have questions about booking a private reading or any of the services, check out the description. And also, this has been the Daily Tarot and Oracle, Daily Insight on Life and Love for June 16th, 2022, being timeless. Wherever you're catching in time, it might be relevant, but please do not force this to fit your life. If it's not, you can just let it fall away. But I do hope that at the very least you found this entertaining. Until next time, stay safe, have fun, know that you're greatly loved and appreciated. Bye for now. Here we are again. So we have the 12 universal laws, and we're looking at the law of gender right now, masculine and feminine. I think that that's pretty much what they meant. But anyway, I'm reading from this book, and if you found your way across this, you probably need to hear this. So let's look at this. Let's unpack it. This law is rarely written about and just about never found in anything dealing with the law of attraction. Yet it's important as all 12 laws. This law shows us that all things are made up of male and female components. All things have a gestation, there you go, period, and this includes thoughts. So the law of gender states that everything thought is a seed, and seeds need to grow. When a seed grows, they need to take time and energy before it manifests into a plant. Our thoughts are spiritual seeds, and they also need to be nurtured and taken time to grow and manifest. Like anything with male or female energy, masculine and feminine energy, honestly, I feel like it needs to be replaced with that one. The gestation must take place. It's much like the parable of the sower. He sowed the seed and he sowed the seed, and some fell on rocks and it did not survive. Some fell on thorns and they were choked. Others fell on the ground and the birds found them and ate them. The ones that fell on fertile soil flourished and grew and came to fruition. This is a lot like the seed of our thoughts. some make it and some don't, but that's ultimately whether we give them fertile soil. So many wonder how long it'll take for their thoughts to manifest. As with anything worthwhile, it may take some time. Every seed is being different and unique, but all seeds manifest in their own perfect timing. So seed your dreams. Each one of your dreams is a seed being planted. Each seed, dream, needs your attention and your nurturing. There are many ways to go about having your dreams come true. There are as many ways that we can stop them from happening as well. The work, nurturing, and love, and the love of your dream, the seed, will assist the seed to grow and manifest quicker. Daydream about your dreams. Feel your dreams and what they would feel like once you had manifested them. How much time to spend thinking about them will bring about your dreams to fruition. So if we work on taking care of our garden of dreams, it will manifest into physical form. Plant your seeds in faith, hope, and trust that you will see them manifest. Many people go through their day not believing their dreams will come true. In fact, chaos or turmoil, they can't see a way to the dream. So thoughts of if it happens, or it looks so far away, or I don't see a way to it, that all stops the manifestation process. Each person must plant this and plant their seeds in the soil of faith, hope, and trust. When you do this, these dreams have to grow. So know that your seeds will grow. Have you ever just had a strong feeling that something will happen and then it did? This was the law of gender working. But if you have doubt, depression, or lost faith, trust, hope, nothing will happen for you. Look at the law of gender as a strong knowing, or just as if you know if you turn your faucet on, the water will come out. Take that feeling of just knowing that when you turn a faucet on, water will flow from it, and you will understand the law of gender. Actually, if you've ever turned a faucet on and it did not flow, you would be confused and shocked as to why it did not. So when you plant a seed of dreams and it has not manifested yet, take that feeling of just knowing that the water will flow and apply it to your seed of dreams. Just know and feel the knowing as the water will come flowing from the faucet. In the same way, your dreams will manifest. So let's look at how does the law of gender work. Use the following steps and you'll see the law of gender is working here, and it's becoming effortless to plant your garden and manifest your dreams. Know that all your thoughts are spiritual seeds. 2, all seeds grow and manifest in the correct timing. Dreams always come, 3, dreams always come true as long as you have faith, hope, and trust. 4, all seeds need attention, love, and nurturing to manifest. If you switch your focus off of them, they stop growing. 5, patience in your dreams keeps the growth happening. Check on them, and digging them up will stunt their growth or kill them. 6, don't just believe they will manifest, know they will manifest, as well as you know that the water will flow from your faucet. All dreams will manifest into physical, for it's the law. Always know that they will and never stop. Always know they will. And never stop trusting. Okay, so what this is talking about is, hey, what are you feeding your fears? And just knowing that it's coming in. It's that feeling in your gut. It's not the anxiety in your chest. So, earlier in the laws, they were talking about some things aren't meant to happen to you, but it's like you have an a la carte choice of what it is that you do want to experience. So there are things that are left up to you that are of divine will, and this is where that inner knowing comes in. It's not chaotic. It's actually a very peaceful of, all right, just wait, just a second. Okay, now go. So when have you seen this working in your life? What did you manifest through the loving, the nurturing, the soil? And that's very figurative, by the way. Yeah, let me know. All right, let's do this. 3, 2, and 1. All right, a message from the other side saying you have a unique purpose and destiny that only you can fulfill. But first, you need to know that destiny isn't a destination. You don't arrive at some special place where poof, you're perfect and happy all the time. It's about establishing and firming up a commitment to a certain experience. Whatever form it takes, your soul knows what you need to experience. Your destiny is to be present to all life's adventures, to discover your talents and full potential through allowing inspiration to lead you, and to risk standing apart from the crowd listening to your soul. You are special as much as you are also paradoxically one with the world, individual yet part of the great whole. Both truths have led you to this moment where we are all saying you're on the right track, even if your ego self doesn't see that. Listen to your soul, check in with spirit, and keep going. Did you know that when you stop fighting and accept everything as it is right now, miracles start to happen? There is a freedom in this kind of radical acceptance. Let go of unrealistic expectations and see everything as they really are, not how you like them to be, and you'll be surprised by how everything seems to fall into place. When you refuse to accept things, life gets messy. You act messy, and the world stays in chaos, tension, and disarray. But don't try and force a change or manipulate circumstances. Instead, learn about what is in front of you and face it with your eyes fully open. Then you can decide stay or go, sink or swim, move or stay still. Acceptance is key to freedom and opens the door to real opportunities waiting to be discovered. Set yourself and others free. So if you allow your awareness to settle in, you'll hear us whispering sweetness and encouragement to you. You will know the truth of things that cannot be discerned through the material world. The receiver for this kind of essential knowing is your intuition, which is not your sixth sense, but the primary navigation system of your soul. You are entering in the age of consciousness, and it's time to accept that the paranormal is normal. Human beings are multisensory, multidimensional beings, and spirit infused in all things. Your soul's job is to discover those essential truths here on earth where we all agree to play. Today, trust your spidey sense. Read between the lines. Tune into the stories behind the stories, and your world will show you miracles. Fear not, we're right here with you, and spirit does love you. You have to trust in the invisible. So what this is saying, you have a purpose, and it's time for you to stop fighting against the tides of your life and start allowing your life to take its own transformation. It's not you and just letting life happen to you. It's you and letting your awareness settle in, because I feel like you've been fighting against it for so long that you've been missing the messages that are in front of you. So it's saying that you have a purpose. Stop fighting against the outer experience around you and go inward and start to peek into what your gut is telling you to do, your intuition, your guidance. This isn't going to lead you astray. And you leaning back a little bit is not you coming to a full stop. It's you doing some introspection, gaining momentum so you can take the next step moving forward. So I do hope this made sense. All right, well, you're getting rid of some toxic a-hole in your life. I said what I said. This is what we're kicking this off with. Oh, thank God you're choosing to walk away from a heavily toxic situation in your life. And I think that you're actually going to start feeling alive again. This is great. It feels like you're starting to think about your tomorrows again. Hope is being restored. This person is going to play the wounded fawn and try and make their way back in. But you want to know what? You're letting that go. You're casting them aside. You're not going to entertain that toxic, controlling, psychotic type energy again. And yes, I'm being loose with the word psychotic. Okay, but anyway, you got to cut somebody to the curb, and you know that you got to come to the curb. Let them go. This is going to change your environment. I think that it's going to change your energy. I don't think you really realize how much this person has brought you down. I think that this was something like a slow decay of energy, and it got you to a certain pause in your life that you felt that you couldn't get out of. There was no headway in it. There was no movement forward. It feels like every action was exhausted. So what I'm seeing in here is this person is going to play on the mental game with you, and it seems like this is a game that they have played more than once, and it's, are you going to choose them, or are you going to start looking towards yourself on this one? I don't feel like you are the active aggressive problem in this. I feel like the continuation of this is going to be a problem for you. Start choosing yourself and start letting this close off. If you need help in doing that, use your resources, but I do see that you will be getting away from this person, and you're gonna start to feel like an actual person again. So this is great. It's gonna change everything. Again, super fast. Communication is gonna happen super fast. If not with this person, then it's the transition of letting them go and actually getting the help to get away from it. And stop letting people play on your emotions, especially when it comes to this. This is what, one of the ways that this has entrapped you. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go with. Let me know how this reading makes sense, and I'm glad that you're finally getting away, because they are so not worth it, and you cannot keep wasting your life like this. All right, sometimes you're going to have to stop defending yourself and stop playing the game where they actually try and force you to defend yourself, because no matter what you say and do, it is going to be twisted around. So look at you, you're the King of Pentacles now. You've been doing some grounding, you've made a lot of effort on yourself, and you're really building yourself back up, and you're choosing to go an entirely new direction. The Chariot, it's gonna happen fast. It's gonna yield some sort of a victory, but stop defending yourself against people who are deliberately misunderstanding you and twisting your words around. You'll just be happy that you got away. You got to understand that they are making you flip out. They are making you reactionary. This is reactionary abuse, and you know that. Stop involving yourself. I know that it makes you full of seething hatred, but this is what they want. The best way forward is to starve the narcissist of the reaction that they want to get. Don't get it twisted. We all have narcissistic tendencies. Narcissism is a personality trait. It's a spectrum. This idiot that you're dealing with is pretty damn high on the spectrum, and you don't need to deal with it. Understand that it's like wrestling a pig in mud. You got to realize they enjoy it. No, you go inward. Work on getting your light to shine for you. Use your own self to light your way on this, not using the other person as an opposition force. If I'm never going to be like that, I'm never going to do this, I'm never going to do that. Stop even entertaining the concept of them. This I feel like has been a connection in your life. It doesn't have to be romantic. This has been a connection in your life that it sucks you back and it hoovers you in, and then it repels you again. It is this chaos and order thing that is going on with you guys. And I do see that you guys are either just getting over a fight or at the fighting point right now. You've got to realize that this is one of the ways that they control you in this. Stop entertaining it. There's so much more for you. But it's like this mental agitation that kind of builds up, and it's makes you want to burst. That's exactly what it does. Stop entertaining it. It's exactly what they want, and it's a sick pleasure. So if you're not going to entertain it, I see that there's going to be an emotional offer to go elsewhere. It's like not somebody coming in to rescue you. It's more along the lines of you finding sanctuary in something else, not someone else, something else. This is going to become a safe haven for you, and you're not going to have to fight to keep your head above water. You will finally be able to let this schlub go. I don't like them. They're a punk. They're a D-bag. But after you let them go, this is a huge opportunity to start something new in your life. I'm not talking relationship. I'm just talking life chapter. But so help me God, since I've already seen in this that you guys have been going back and forth for quite some time, don't go back. They're not going to change. They're not going to change for you. And it's a stupid game for them, and they know exactly how you work with it. So even though you know what to expect and how to navigate your way around it, stop thinking that it's going to change. It's not. And you deserve so much better. Please let yourself stay away from such a toxic energy. Now it's a time of closure in your life, and I think that you are tying off loose ends, and you're excited to begin this new chapter, but also hesitant because you don't know where it's going. So the to be fair and the blessed I think that you need to take ownership of this coming to an end rather than, I guess, waiting on the fortune of somebody else to start this off. You have to decide to start new with yourself. Something in your life has been trying to die off for quite some time. The truth be told is your part in the continuation of what has been in your life, and realizing that even though this place has figuratively burnt down, it felt like home. The fact that it burnt down, again, figuratively, it's a major lean for, I guess, a second chance in your life. Subconsciously, and I think this may have been even just a passive thought in your mind, you wanted something to change so drastically. You wanted something to just be over. So help me God, just get this over with. Spirit said, as you wish. And that's when everything just started to crumble. And I know that you didn't expect it to crumble like this, but it was necessary. It is your second chance to have a more authentic life, more authentic connections coming into your life. But part of the hesitation is, are you really going to have to start from square one? Like, that's the thought process. And I don't want you to get hung up on that. You're not starting at square one. You're starting over. You're starting from wisdom. You don't undo all those years of experience that you've had. And you cannot compare your life to other people's life or how far along they have come in their lives, because you do not know what happens from their perspective, and you don't know what happens behind closed doors. What you see in other people and how you perceive their life is all an illusion. The only thing that is real is now in the moment for you. So this is saying, let all those judgments go. Let all those worries about you having to start again, you gotta let them go. It's robbing you of the now moment. But again, the ends that are closing off in your life, so necessary. And I want you to, even though it's nerve-wracking, embrace it. There's something greater on the other side of this. It's not that what you have right now is worth or inferior or something like that. It's just your time in this chapter is over, and you can't keep rereading it. You're needed next, in the next chapter. So I hope that this made sense. All right, you're finding your place in the world, but you're trying to do it all by yourself because, well, you've had enough disappointments in your life. Spirit is saying, knock it off. It keeps putting things in front of you to help you out. Would you please make this journey of transition easier on yourself? You're redefining happiness in your life, and you're learning what happiness is not. And I think that these pains have been present long enough. What I'm seeing in this is, in this transition, you're waiting for people to show up to, communicate with you, to make the connection, but the line is dead. Nobody is picking up. In fact, whatever is on the other side has changed its number. Stop trying to contact it. Stop waiting for people to show up in your life. What it's doing is it's getting you to betray yourself in this life. The message in the bottle is, why aren't these people showing up for you? It's not that there's something wrong with you, but Spirit Source is saying, listen, not there. It's not that they're better or worse. It's there's specific people who are calling to you, who need you to show up. And it's not the people who you are fighting to still validate you and keep you in their life. Huge important transition. Spirit is trying to make this easy on you. I think that you have to get in the state of allowance, get into the flow of life. So what I'm seeing here is, stop trying to do everything all at once by yourself. Let Spirit drop these little nuggets of help in front of you. Tell me more on this. I'm getting pulled to the tarot. So the Rider-Waite, what about this? All right, so you're holding on because this is not what you thought it was. And it seems to be nothing but karmic lessons. It's nothing but these painful lessons and huge rejection happening in your life. It feels like it's rejection with you, but man, was this going to be unfulfilling. The idea that you have about this situation or this person in your head is not the reality of what is. And Spirit is not going to let you delude yourself to believing otherwise. It's going to knock you into a very real reality of what the mess is with them. This is saying, hang on, be strong. It knows how painful this is for you and how nothing that you are doing is working. It's not working. It's telling you, go inward. The solution is in yourself and not some other person. So this is saying you're not at the crossroads yet. Right now you're at the grand finale. So it looks like you have something to offer, and it's something more to offer, but it's not in this place. This ending in your life, this ending of connection, this ending of either being in this place or being at whatever the situation is, you are moving on to something that truly is going to be fulfilling for you. So the Wheel of Fortune's in reverse. It seems to be an upset and a setback in life, and that's not the case at all. This is just the pullback to launch you into the Wheel of Fortune, where the wheel begins to move again and everything is just perfect place, perfect time. So you have the King of Cups. You're not going to be healed by anything outside of you. You have to make yourself happy and joyful and contained in this. Spirit is going to drop some nuggets in front of you to help you out. It's not enabling you. It's not to justify anything around you. It's also not to tell you that you're wrong. It's to tell you, take this and stop relying on somebody else for this. Unless Spirit is dropping somebody in your path who's going to open a door for you, but that's an entirely different thing. So let me know how this resonates.